week. Didn't really fancy doing it, to be honest, so I wanted a bit of a break for a week, for a few days off it. All in all, I'm doing all right. Yep, I had my trolls last Sunday. Did well to ignore them, really. Is what it is. It was quite nasty, but so be it. Monday, I managed to get up to the Chesterfield GA meeting, which was like half an hour away from me, really. Nice to see Mick Cooper, Serenity Man on Twitter. Not seen him for a bit, and it was great to talk to him. It was brilliant. Hi Wolfie, hope you're doing well, mate. Looking forward to try and get to a meeting tomorrow night at Derby. So keep my recovery going one day at a time. All in good nick and all happy. As I say, yeah, I've had a very busy week at work. I've been on days. I've been at work today as well, but I'm counting down them days now. I've got Monday and Tuesday to do on day shift, and then I'll be away. I won't be there on Thursday, Wolfie. I'll probably be there tomorrow because I fly out on Friday. I'm staying overnight in Manchester for my flight. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting away to New York on Friday, me and the wife. Very excited now. Got all my money exchanged yesterday, so I'm feeling really good. Can't wait. It's a trip of a lifetime for us. It's something we've dreamt of for a long time. Less said about the football, the better yesterday. So if there's any Leeds or Forest fans, please feel free to take the mickey. I'm only kidding. You can do what you like. I'm not fussed. It's a good whack. I had a very something out of the blue this week. I was at the Derby County Forum on Thursday. Got invited as part of the forum I actually post on, which is the Derby County unofficial #1 one. I have to say thanks to Dave to help me and all that lot to get me there. Cheers Wolfie, I really appreciate it, mate. Don't know about deserving it, but I'm just ready more than anything, more than ready for it. But I went to the fans forum and I had a pre question on it, but I didn't think it'll get asked out or anything like that. It consisted of the Derby County chairman, Mel Morris, Frank Lampard was their Derby County manager, and a couple of others who behind the scenes at Derby. And come to the end, and Mel invited another question out at the Derby forum. So mine was about gambling advertising, and with Derby being sponsored by a gambling company, I just wanted to raise a few concerns about it, and got a bit of a round of applause, which was a bit humbling. But Mel, the chairman's actually for me to come in and speak to them and do some sort of a community thing with them and probably share my story, which is very humbling for the club I support, and to be able to have that opportunity is absolutely outstanding. So I'm really happy with that, and hopefully we'll see what happens in the near future with it. It's obviously it's a passion of mine sharing my story and education as well, and just want people to relate and try and end the stigma of gambling addiction. And I see it constantly on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, like your targeted ads and things like that. And obviously football season started now, and I'm seeing all these hackers and these kind of coming up and stuff and all that lot. As I say, it's a fight. It is a massive fight, but you can achieve great things. You can recover. Like I say, I'm going away in New York on Friday. I never I dreamt doing it while I was gambling, but I never would have won the money to do it, so to speak. And like I say, I see a lot of people chasing that last big win. If I can just get that win, then I can stop and I'll be alright. But you're forever chasing, because you'll end up chasing something to pay it, and all of a sudden you're thousands of pounds in debt, and then you got nowhere to turn, and you feel like that, and you feel at the rock bottom, you feel so low and unhappy with life. And I've seen it a lot, and I was there. Honestly, I was there, rock bottom. I never ever want to be back there again, ever. If I went back gambling, I know I would be there and below. And it keeps me sane, keeps me happy doing these vlogs, trying to help people understand to a degree. I can't tell people what to do. All I can do is share my story and share what I've done, and hopefully you can take inspiration, take little bits of advice off it, and bits off the story and what I do with my vlogs as well. I keep sharing all the time with you guys, and I still learn off people to this day, be it if you've had a slip, be it if you've been off 15-20 years, be it if you're still gambling. or you're from like a, or you're like a you do like psychology and things and all that lot, it really helps me understand, try and understand myself more, and try, so to speak. So feel free to ask any questions or keep talking on here as well. As I said previously, it will be 8 p.m. every Sunday now, barring next Sunday obviously, because I will be away on holiday, so there won't be a live vlog then. I may do a pre-recorded one in the week. It might be Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know yet, but I'd like to probably do a pre-recorded one for a few minutes, and hopefully people can relate to a bit more of the story. I might actually tell my story again, what's and all, fresh, might be a bit more, keep it fresh and keep it simple as well, so to speak. Like I say, keep life simple, pay all my debts, pay all my bills, pay all my credit cards, etc., and it's great. Recovery is very important, as you say, Wolfie. 100%, 100%. It is. Uh, it just, I've got to keep it going one day at a time. People like say, "Do you think you're cured or whatever?" And all that. Like, why you call yourself a compulsive gambler? I'm never that far away from the next bet. I've got to keep them barriers in place. Um, I'm powerless over gambling. I can't stress that enough. If I went back now, I think I'm going to be the big bollocks and try and fight, try and take everything on again. Because that's how it was. Those characteristics are there, and it was quite difficult, really. And just like buying drinks for everybody, rounds of drinks, and on the night out, flashing your money. I had cash on the hip. I never used to take a wallet out. I used to come out with like wad of notes and stuff and all that, all borrowed, of course, or like go and draw a couple hundred out of the cash machine and probably have a bash on the fruity and then go and draw a bit more money out, and I was just crazy. Just crazy with it. I don't know how I'd be like now with like debit cards and credit cards, and then just topping up on a card and stuff and all that. Like, I mean, I was bad enough online. I can imagine I would be terrible now if I walked into a bookmakers or a casino. Brilliant, Wolfie. You've done it for you. Remember that as well. Yeah. Thank you for your nice words. I really appreciate it. Really do. It's really nice. That's it. At ease with yourself in life. That's what I want to do. Peace of mind. Try and make life as easy as possible for myself and for yourself as well. It's a fantastic achievement, Wolfie. Fantastic, mate. You keep going. Like I say, the money looks after itself at the end of the day, and it does come down. And like I say, I've still got debts. It is what it is, but I am continuing to pay him accordingly and keep fighting it, so to speak. As I say, with gambling addiction, there's lots of people out there struggling. If you're there and you're listening in today, feel free to message me privately if you want to. If you haven't got the confidence to probably speak out on the comments, feel free to come in on BaronMad79 on Twitter. Yep, thumbs up, Wolfie, brilliant. And just to keep chatting away to me, I'm fine with it. Build up a network if you can. You can stay anonymous. I'll never share anything what you say to me. It's all in the strictest confidence. I'll never got no agenda or anything at all. I'm not here to embarrass anybody or whatnot. I'm here to talk. I'm here to listen. I've probably not got all the answers, but the person who's got to do all the answering is yourself. If you want to stop, it is down to you. But I'm trying to show you that you can recover. There is some great stories out there. Go and read them. Just gambling addiction stories. You'll see the sad times, but there's so many people who are recovering and in recovery, and so many great stories to read and listen to. Some on the Gamblers Anonymous website, and some other places as well, like Amcare website and other places. Just listen to people. Try and learn as much as you can. Like I say, I can't tell you what to do. End of the day, I'm not a nanny state or anything like that. Did you win a lot? Hi Jimmy, I think you're a new person. Thank you. What triggered my gambling addiction? I think I had a lot of time more than anything. I used to work a lot of shift work, and so I had a lot of time on my hands, and played a lot of online poker, and it was quick and it was easy to do. And yeah, I did win quite big a couple of times on some tournaments. So I started playing cash tables, and they're just forever chasing my money, Jimmy, really. And that's how I was, so to speak. So yeah, I always talk about the triangle of time, money, and opportunity. Time, the money and opportunity, the barriers, you can get the barriers in place for that. The time is the biggest issue for me, especially when you're in early stages of recovery, because you want to replace what you've done, if you know what I mean. And time is a killer. It can, because it leads to boredom, and then boredom leads to gambling. And I think that's what killed me off in the end, really. Okay, Wolfie, sorry, mate, I half missed that. Okay, so you might be a long way. I've previously said to you in GA that I'm yet to tell my family reading maker. Okay. No problem. I'll keep reading. Obviously, you keep typing and stuff as well. But like I say, it's imperative to replace that time. Wolfie, it is down to you, mate. End of the day, it's your recovery. No one. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do. I'm just glad it all come out for me personally. It takes time. I mean, it took me 9 years to come out to the whole world with it all and stuff, and it takes time. Whatever you like you say, Wolfie, with the money you probably owe your mum as well, just take your time. Yeah, do it when you feel you're ready, because the only one thing I would say is, like, once you do say something, it passes on the problem to somebody else, so to speak, and it's like a sudden wash off your shoulders. All of a sudden you've given them all your problems and stuff as well. But it is down to you, Wolfie. No one gonna stop you. No one's gonna tell you right or wrong at all. It helped me to tell my mum and dad straight after my wife found out. We could have quite happily tried and kept it in house, just between me and the wife. But no, I chose to do that way, and it was nice for me to get it out in the open, so to speak. That's what I wanted to do. So, but at the end of the day, it's your recovery, Wolfie. You can fight it in what way you can, one day at a time. But it was beneficial for me, but it might not be beneficial for you just yet. And if you're not 100% certain, don't do it. Or as I say, with like people who are struggling with gambling and stuff and all that, like I always tell them, when if they're feeling like they've got the urges and the gambling urges, stop for a second, think about it, take a breath, and then do the second thing in your head, which is usually don't. And that's a nice bit of advice I had a while ago. So, and it keeps me quite sane as well, and in everyday life really as well. Because sometimes, yeah, I still get them characteristics where I want to, like, probably shoot from the hip a bit, and I have done in the past. And yeah, I've got myself into some silly debates regarding gambling addiction and stuff and all like that. But do what's right for me. Try and recover and try and keep my life in general pretty good and quite happy, and it keeps me sane, so to speak. And I don't want to like fight with other people, and don't want to like argue or anything like that. I like to be quite. I think I'm quite respectful now of other people's opinions and stuff. Not just with gambling addiction, but in general, so to speak. I totally get what you're saying. Desperate to tell her, but want to protect her at the same time. Yeah, I get that, Wolfie. Make sure you're just 100%, mate. Once you feel that time is right, you do it. Okay? It takes time. It takes time, mate. Yeah. Don't feel you need to rush into anything whatsoever, because it might be another bit of a trigger against him, if you know what I mean. So all good. So yeah, no problem, Wolfie. You take your time, mate. Yeah. You take your time. You're doing really good. Yeah. Your recovery is amazing. You believe you'd go 5 months without a bet, would you? So it is what it is. You've done fantastically well, and it's all down to you. Yeah, all down to you. You just take your time. As I say, I talk about time a hell of a lot. Got to fill that time. It's hard and it's really, really difficult. I know, especially at that start. I, I mean, I share my story enough. Especially at the start, it was hard, bouncing off walls. I wanted to gamble and stuff and all that. And this is where your barriers really do kick in and help, as in get somebody to look after your money. That's the first point of call. Get someone to look after your money. I know it sounds like you're getting treated by you. Just leave it, Wolfie. If it's just another troll, I mean, I had him last week, mate. Just ignore. Just ignore. But yeah, I'm in good night. Hi, Krista. Hope you're doing well. Oh, was there lots of gambling adverts on the football? Yep, there was. I don't understand. Yeah, there was. I mean, I watched football today on Sky, and yeah, you see them. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen quite a lot of Twitter. Obviously, is quite a beacon for it. I've seen a couple of debates on Twitter today where they're talking about advertisements and stuff like that, and it was quite, yeah, quite flash ads, like 3 or 4 ads in the space of a minute or two. As I said before, quite happy to see them after 9 p.m. Etc. I have seen in Italy where they've done an outright ban on them, so we'll see how that plays out over there. I'm not sure if it probably helped gambling addicts as such, but it is what it is. So it's an outright ban. Hopefully, it kind of like helps along, so to speak. But like I say, you got to wait for these things to actually work and roll out. As I say, after 9 p.m. is a no-brainer for me, really. The biggest thing for me for change in the industry, I'd ban all credit card gambling. I know some people want to say, "Oh, you can't use loans for gambling," but how many people actually ask for a loan and say, "Oh, it's for gambling"? Not many. I'd probably count them on one hand in the whole of the UK, especially addicts. I mean, when I was loaning money, I never said it was for gambling or anything like that. People, I'll never say that ever. Obviously, to get money, and but credit card gambling, definitely should be a call there where you could get a ban on it, and if you know what I mean. Hi Tom, would you still look at the results or follow the big, or is it just simply a no? For me, Tom, yeah, I had a massive passion for horse racing. I loved it to bits and stuff and all that. Like whatever I'm comfortable with, I'm all right. The only kind of ones I really watch now is as a spectator sport. Tom is probably Cheltenham Gold Cup and the Grand National, really, and because it's pretty much everywhere. And my dad still follows racing, and I still take a little bit of an interest. But over time, it's waned. I mean, I barely watch hardly anything now. I used to watch it every Saturday, if you know what I mean. So, but it's whatever you're comfortable with, Tom. At the end of the day, I would say try not to keep the lion's cage door open, so to speak. If you understand that kind of metaphor, I know people who can't go without watching football now, and they don't watch football because of the betting element of it. Hi Aaron, hope you're doing well, mate. I'll be over in your country Friday, so looking forward to getting over there and eating lots of food and visiting loads of great places. Hi Sean, hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you, buddy. Hi Ken, hope you're doing well, if you know what I mean. As you say, Wolfie, for overdrafts and the ease of attaining so much money. It was so easy for me back in the day. I mean, this is pre-banking crash. I used to get all my money as well, so it was easy for me to get credit and 4 credit cards, couple of loans. I was crazy, if you know what I mean. It was crazy at the time. Like I say, Wolfie, I mean, it's getting easier to probably lend money again now as well. It's a bit more, it's like casino banking, so to speak. It was such a doddle for me to get loans, like 5-figure loans, quite easily. I mean, I got a 15 grand loan in the space of an hour through my own personal bank account with HSBC about what 2005, 2006. I was just crazy money. I mean, I was earning decent money as well when I used to work for Toyota, but that's how it was. You know what I mean? So, as well, I'm just going back to Tom. I mean, are you finding it difficult to watch sport at all? I know a lot of people do struggle with it, especially at the start when they want to recover and they are stopping. As I say, it is up to you. You have to, Krista. Yeah, I mean, tennis was your thing, obviously. Yeah, but it's hard. Like I say, I mean, if you enjoy it as a sport as well. But I like to say, I know people who are used to have football bets on, but now can't watch football because they just totally related it to betting, and hopefully looking for a goal or who's going to score the next goal and keep checking for results and stuff and all that. Like, I mean, I was at Derby yesterday for the match and people checking phones, checking for bets and stuff, see if they're coming in, and etc. And it's it's everywhere, so to speak. I mean, the advertisements at Derby County, they've got the rolling ads all the time. But I do see like when the fun stops thing as well, which is kind of encouraging. And obviously they've got them on the football shirts now as well, the actual big logos, which is very good. But yeah, if you're watching sport just purely for gambling, then it would be very difficult, if you know what I mean. Listening to radio is a good block. Yeah, I mean anything that takes your time and mind away from things, Krista. I mean, I've started to read. I read a lot more, and so to speak. I mean, I barely picked up a book. I'm more of like reading life stories and autobiographies and stuff and all that lot, as in like not fiction or anything like that. But it helped me to read and took a lot of time out of my hands, so to speak, and it was really good and really, really pleasing to do and stuff like that. As I say, I'm going to go on for about another 4 or 5 minutes because it's been a very encouraging debate and very encouraging to talk to people. Yeah, exactly, Wolfie. Like I say, when we go down to the match and stuff and all that, like the culture's changed, hasn't it, so much? It's down to you at the end of the day, Wolfie. Again, I mean, like I say, I don't have no thoughts of gambling when I'm at the match or anything like that. But I do see these things, and it does open your eyes, so to speak, whilst at the match. And it's hard to, I can't relate to it anymore, so to speak. And I don't know I don't know how much people are gambling and stuff and all that lot. But I know they're checking the scores, checking their records and stuff and all that lot. And as you say, I see it on Twitter a lot. I mean, people going one more goal for such and such money and all and things like that. But these people have got gambling, and if they've got control, they've got control. And if I know I haven't personally, it's my problem with gambling. Obviously, there's people out there who probably want to block everything to do with it. I mean, I blocked as many gambling things on Twitter as I can. Oh dear, sorry Jaffa, apologies mate. I don't know why you're not going. It's alright buddy, no problem, hope you're doing well. Nice to talk to you on the phone again on Friday mate, and yeah, really good. Hopefully we'll try and have another chat in the middle of the week before I go away, so that'd be great stuff. And hopefully we can meet up one day. It'd be brilliant. As I say though, like I say, I see it on Twitter all the time. I block every bookie and everything, and as many casino apps and stuff on Twitter as I can. I always see them popping up, so I just block. I did tag it into a tweet the other day, even though they're blocked. Yeah, I'm very much in holiday mode. I've got 2 more shifts. I work today, and I've got a couple more shifts coming up, finishing at 2 p.m. Tuesday. Got staying at the seaside for the week with my mum and dad, which is fab. They'll enjoy it, going up there. And it's nice when I go as well, because my mum and dad live on the seaside, so it's great stuff. I'm sure they will be taken into the arcades, but they play on the video games and the air hockey and play pool and things rather than gamble or anything like that, which is good. And it's fantastic. And obviously, I believe in like over 18 gambling only, of course. But they enjoy the video games. My boys do, and Lucy my daughter, she's not really bothered about anything really, to be fair. But they like going on the fair, and when they go up to Mablethorpe and Skeg and stuff like that, and I think they'll have a fun time, and I hope they enjoy it with mum and dad. Nice to talk to my dad today. It was his birthday today. He'd gone away up the Lake District for a few days. He's enjoying retirement, so to speak. So sure, he's had a couple of single malts, and whoever. I have a few on Twitter today posting. He looks like Ian Holloway. He's a football manager from in England. I can see the resemblance slightly, but we'll see. It has made me chuckle today. I've had about 4 or 5 do the same thing when I posted his picture on Twitter, and everyone says I look the spit of him as well. So, but obviously I'm much more darker hair and he's a bit more fairer, so to speak. I've got his traits sometimes. I do lose patience with things and stuff and all that, but like I say, he does like having a good laugh and a good joke and stuff and all that lot. Maybe in 60 years, yeah, we're all fake too, right, mate? Yeah, but as you can see, I'm pretty relaxed and pretty healthy and pretty down, I'm really in good nick. Really chilled in a minute, and like I say, I think as Jaffa says, I'm really in holiday mode now. Super excited. looking forward to getting away. As I say, can't wait to do as much as I can. I'm taking off about 2 o'clock on Friday from Manchester Airport, land over in England in JFK at 4:30. So hopefully, I've got a transfer which is about an hour, and depends how long it takes to get through security and etc. Hopefully, I'll be sat down to a burger, fries, and a beer by about 8:30 in USA time, 8 o'clock USA time. I'm looking forward to food the most. I know it sounds daft and stuff, but obviously I want nice breakfast. I want to do pancakes and do the lot bagels and everything like that. Yeah, exactly, Wolfie. Good on me. To be sure to fully relax and realise why such fantastic experience is possible, and what better way to do it, as you say. Well done, Laura. Well done. Good to see you too. Brilliant. Well done. 1 month bet free. Brilliant, brilliant achievement. Well done on you. That is fantastic. You keep going, yeah, Laura? That is amazing. Well done. Day at a time. And would you think you could go a month before, if you know what I mean? So that is a fantastic achievement. Really proud of you. Well done. You keep going, yeah? And keep filling your time, keep getting your barriers in place. It is important in these early stages. It's down to you what you've just done there, Laura. Well done. Fantastic achievement. It's brilliant. It gets better. As everyone says, thank you very much, Laura. Appreciate it. It's brilliant. I love stuff like this. It gives me the buzz to carry on doing the vlogs and stuff and all that lot. It makes me so happy. And it's nice to see everyone interacting as always. And that's why I do the vlogs, so people can talk to each other. Hi Darren, apologies, I meant to message you, say they've changed to 8 o'clock. I do apologise. It'll be 8 o'clock from now on, mate. I usually message you on Messenger, so I do apologise. Bit silly of me, really. Sorry about that, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you well. Hope you gamble free still as well. And if not, you start again. And you keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going. People don't like change, mate. Yeah, I don't know, mate. Don't you know it? I think it was just a bit late starting at 9 on a Sunday, but I still think Sundays are a perfect time to do these, as everybody's pretty much in the UK at this time. Everyone's usually off from work and getting ready for the next day and stuff. So, but I will be doing them from 8 o'clock now. Obviously, next Sunday will be no vlog, because I'll be probably a few pints deep, and actually I'll probably be watching Aladdin by the time this time next week, so I'll be singing my heart away. No, not me anyway, but be listening to all the Disney songs and seeing like magic carpets going up in the air and the genie and everything like that. Oh, nice. That'd be great stuff, Jaffa. Be fantastic. I'll tie in with you, mate. Okay, definitely tie in with you at some point over that time. If that's good. Yeah, I am a sad sod, but I'm a soppy sod as well. I've treated my wife to it, so but it'll be fun. I'm not really a musicals kind of guy, but you can't not go all the way to New York and actually stay near the theatre district and go to see a show on Broadway. So I'm going to have to do it. It's one of those life experiences, as you say, Wolfie. Take it in. I'd never dreamt doing something like that before. As I say, Jaffa, I'll tie in with you, mate. I'll talk to you a bit more probably about that, probably after I get back off from visit out to the States. So that'll be good. Bloody hell, gone half an hour already. Look, this is flowing. It's great. I love it when it's like this. It's whole. When I first started doing them live, it was very, very hard to like talk to myself for a long time, because I did have like just like ones and twos just watching and getting involved. Cheers, Jaffa. Yeah, I will try and enjoy, mate. But I like to think I connect. Hopefully, people like listening to me and stuff and all that lot. And I get people try and put me off, but I just fight back. I just carry on. I like to think I'm fairly good at like ignoring people now who are just here to just take the mickey and stuff and all that lot. It's water off the duck's back for me, really. I still get Mickey taken out and stuff. Oh, brilliant, Celine. Nice to see you back. Brilliant. It's nearly 6 months off gambling on the 21st and has moved to a holding down job. That is fantastic. Tell him how proud you are of it. I imagine you do anyway, but that's amazing. That is fantastic, Celine. Oh, brilliant. I remember when you first messaged me and you know what you felt at the time and everything. That is fantastic. I hope he's doing really well. Keeps going a day at a time. That is fantastic. Nice to see you, Celine, because I'm not seeing you for a few weeks, so that's good. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, you keep talking. Keep talking. I think that's the main thing. Exactly the main thing to do, Celine. That's brilliant. Oh, great stuff. Yeah, because I do wonder about people when I don't hear from them for a few weeks or months and stuff and all like that. But that is fantastic news. I'm really pleased, and hopefully his job's going well in the job's going well in Australia. And how did you feel about him actually moving out there? Just as a question. Brilliant. No, that's good, Celine. That's fair. You do what's right for you as well, because obviously you're a kind of a victim of this, so to speak. And obviously, I understand. Couldn't wait to get rid of them, but in a nice way, I suppose, Celine. I guess it. But as you say, you got to remember the people who we do affect and stuff and all that lot, and and people like Celine who are coming through these kind of things. It's fantastic, and it's brilliant to have people who are affected by other people's gambling, and it be a loved one, son, daughter, etc., and all that lot. It's great to have you on, Celine, and give us insight on how you're feeling and what you're doing and how you're coping and stuff as well. So it's fantastic to have you on here, and it's brilliant that you've messaged me tonight. That is fantastic news. I really appreciate you telling us, and it keeps me going as well. It keeps me happy, and hopefully it keeps drawing strength for you as well. That your son's doing really well. So that's fantastic, fantastic. A really, really great stuff. Listen, guys, I'm going to probably end it on that positive note now because I want to get in. I probably want to have a bit of tea, and I'm up at 5 in the morning. So just to clarify, I will not be doing a live vlog next Sunday as I'm away on holiday. But thank you for tuning in, guys. It's been a really positive experience, and it's been brilliant to see you all. I say, Celine, it's sort of stressful not leave me, but I'm over the moon for him, but very mindful. As you say, Celine, take it. You probably need to take it a day at a time as well. Just as you say, just keep your mind wary, keep it going, keep yourself ticking over. Yeah, you know where I am if you want to message me privately. Anyone does, it's Twitter at BaronMad79. Thank you very much, guys. There will be no vlog next Sunday as on holiday, but following Sunday it'll be from 8 PM again. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Andy, and I am a compulsive gambler. Take care.